As a kid, drawing Christmas trees used to frustrate me like none other. I would draw the left half of the tree, and then when I would go in to draw the right half of the tree, they wouldn't match up, and it would look super wonky and just terrible, and it was just not fun. So here is a pretty simple way to draw a Christmas tree, kind of with like a triangle mindset, and you can add as many tiers on the tree as you want to make it as tall as you want. I decided to go with 4 here, just like this, and since my artwork is perfectly imperfect and definitely not perfect, I like to go through and add extra lines here and there, and then some little characters, some dots and some squiggles, and that's it. Don't forget to sign it, because you just made a beautiful piece of artwork, and duet this with yours. Also, comment what I should do next.
Let me get this clear, cause I had no idea.
Hey, shh, dude, no. You gotta go like, hey. Oh, okay. Wait. My words float on the sound. Mouth all swimming around, yeah. Wait for the drop of the sound, yeah.
Everyone should be a feminist.
Yeah, well, men have issues too.
Yeah, the patriarchy affects men too.
You guys don't care about male issues. Women are more likely to win custody battles.
Exactly, because the stereotypes pushed by the patriarchy that women are more loving and nurturing.
Well, men are charged and punished more for the same crime that women commit.
As I said, the patriarchy, and over 80% of all crimes committed are by men.
You guys don't care about male victims. Guys get sexually assaulted too.
Real feminists support male victims. The stereotype that men are strong and can't be victims attributes to this. A lot of male sexual assault victims don't come forward because of men, saying that the man should have enjoyed the sexual encounter. And when women were putting their painted hands on their body so that they could tell their stories, boys went and mocked that. But yes, male sexual assault victims should be taken seriously.
Well, feminists just hate men.
Someone who actively hates on men is a misandrist, and they cannot be a real feminist because feminists want equality.
Okay, well, what about #KillAllMen?
It's a joke made in retaliation to all the sexist remarks made by men on this app, and abusers like Chris Brown are so popular. Real men know Kill All Men isn't about them.
During World War II, the Japanese military kidnapped and forced up to 400,000 young girls around the age of 13 into brothels, where soldiers would repeatedly rape them. These girls are now referred to as comfort women and were mostly from Korea as well as China and other countries. Each girl was raped from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. by up to 60 soldiers per day for several years, and if they resisted, they would be beat or murdered. They were unable to walk and were left with scars from when the Japanese would remove their uterus so that they couldn't get pregnant. They were often raped to death, or they would die of STDs or commit suicide, and the ones who did make it back home had to keep quiet about it, or they would be shamed and outcast. Many of these women have finally spoken up and gained the courage to fight for justice, and all they did was ask for the Japanese government to issue a formal apology, but Japan has still not apologized. They've tried to cover up this history by removing it from their textbooks, and they've also been removing memorials and statues from all around the world. We are running out of time. There are only less than 20 of these women who are still alive, and we need to get them justice.
Alright, you ready? Yeah. Hey! Shh, dude, no. You gotta go like, hey. Oh, okay. Wait. My words. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah, hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way around it. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just got.
You better believe I'm gonna start off this voiceover saying, you may need to sit down, okay? Buckle up. This painting, get ready. I have never spent more time on a painting, for sure. Also because I don't usually do paintings this big. This one's a 20 by 20. I am keeping it It's hanging in my office right now. So yeah, but there's a print of it right now, as well as my Christmas collection went live today. Stickers, magnets, art prints. So exciting. You can get 20% off when you spend $20 or more. Go see it. Anyways, back to the painting. Look at these guys. So my vision was I call it a festive forest. That's what I ended up calling it. I wanted trees everywhere. I wanted to include all these little gnome guys, and then that guy, the Yeti, all the little friends. And it's just like oh my gosh, it's just so, I just kept going back and adding things, and it was so much fun, but also I was like, I don't know. But then look at her. Let's see if Ella approves. Ella, thank you.
I don't know if you could take it. No, you wanna see me naked. I wanna be a baby. Spinning in his wedges like he came from Maytag.
En algún color también quedaría bonito.
You said forever, now I drive alone past your street. Red lights, stop signs, I still see your face in the white cars, front yards, can't drive past the places we.
I'm the bad guy. I wanna end me.
Well, they be like, shit is crazy, right? That ain't your baby no more.
I shouldn't have to wear a mask because I live in a free country. Living in a free country doesn't mean you can do whatever you want. You abide by rules every day, like the registered vehicle you drove with your government-issued license to get to the private property you're complaining about having to wear a mask on. Well, masks don't even work. The lean experts say they work, and we can look at countries like Japan to see how masks have helped decrease the spread. If the masks worked, we would have been told to wear them from the start. At the beginning of the pandemic, everyone was panic buying, and that included masks, which are essential equipment for health professionals. They were just trying to get us to stop buying masks at that time because it was more important that the health professionals had access to them. Well, if social distancing works, then why do we need masks? Because you can't always stay 6 feet away from everyone in public spaces. It's just the government testing how compliant we are. Remember that registered vehicle and government-issued license I mentioned? They know. Well, be honest, what is it? I don't want to wear a mask because I was raised in an individualistic society that taught me that doing something for others that isn't directly for my benefit is a sign of weakness. See, now we're onto something.
But I watch your eyes as she walks. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000.
The best artist advice that I can give is to make ugly art. No one is good at anything when they're just starting out. There's a huge misconception that art is a natural talent. I used to draw stick figures. My art sucked when I started painting, but I kept practicing, I improved my techniques, I got a better understanding of color, and my art still sucks sometimes. Because bad art is necessary to grow as an artist. It's the only way to learn and to improve your technique is to just make bad art. If you go into a painting knowing you're going to make something ugly,
you take all of the pressure off yourself and allow yourself to experiment and grow as an artist. You can play around with color, try new techniques, and who knows, you might create something that you really like painting and develop a totally unique artistic style. So go out there and make some ugly art like a true artist. And if you do, please do at me because I do want to see it, and we can just be little ugly artists together.
Our friends of the Aesthete TikTok channel are doing a giveaway of an iPad Air, a $50 Amazon gift card, and a Disney Plus subscription completely free. Follow these 2 simple steps to win. First, subscribe to these 3 accounts on YouTube. And second, follow them on Instagram so they can contact you if you win.
I'm up with the sunshine, I lace on the high tops, slam dunk, ready or not. Yeah, show me what you got. I'm under the spotlight, I dare you, come on and follow. You dance to your own beat, and I'll sing the melody when you say yeah. I'll say no when you say stop. All I wanna do is go, go, go. You, the other half of me, the half I'll never be, the half that drives me crazy. You, the better half of me, the half I'll always need. And we all know we're better in stereo.
Could have been my happy ever after, living like we're in a fairy tale. But you and me were more like a disaster. I should have known. Intoxicated by your reputation, I can see the mischief in your eyes. Trusted you despite my reservations. Now I'm alone. I was so rich with all this love. You wanted it, and I was so dumb. I let you in when I should have run. Now all that's left is something numb. I gave you all I had to.
Paint one side pink, then the other blue. Shade them together. Spray paint a yellow circle on the pink side. Then you're going to grab your white and do the same. Now add some face features on the moon, then do the same with the sun. Now add some clouds and some stars. Now grab a skinny long brush and outline. Add some more faces to some of the clouds. Grab your Posca markers and make some little designs or add some dots to flow with the stars. Now flick that wrist for them lashes. All done.
So today I tried painting with gouache for the first time and I was so confused. I had no idea what I was doing. It was so different. I started with a watercolor underpainting just to make it a little bit easier for myself, but found that it didn't really help. I tried my very best expecting it to work similar to watercolor, but it was almost like painting with face paint. Ultimately, I'm not sure if I'm going to try this again. It was a little bit different. What do you think of the finished result?
Am I broken? Am I flawed? Do I deserve a shred of worth, or am I just another fake fucked up lost cause? And am I human, or am I something else?
You put that fucking phone down, darling, so we can be alone now. Can't you just be here when the lights go out? Why don't you ever put that phone down? What could be so goddamn important?
I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be.